Welcome to Comfort Anonymous, the podcast dedicated for recovery, healing, and connection. I'm your host, Mario, and today we're diving deep into the process of ego deflation and how it plays an important role in overcoming addiction. Addiction is often referred to as a disease that feeds into our self-centeredness and self-pity. And the ego is the voice inside of our heads that tells us that everything's all right, that we don't need any help, or worse, that we're beyond saving. So let's break it down. What is the ego? In simple terms, the ego is our sense of self. It's the I that narrates our experiences. But when addiction grabs a hold, our ego becomes distorted. Our ego could get inflated to make us feel invincible. Or it can also be deflated to make us feel worthless, hopeless, and beyond redemption. Ego distortion keeps us trapped. It feeds denial, enabling us to justify our destructive behaviors. It says, I could quit anytime, even when everything around us points to the contrary. Or it whispers, I'll never change, so why even try? These are ego-driven lies that keeps us in the cycle of addiction. Recovery requires us to confront our ego head on. This is where the idea of the ego deflation comes in. A process of humbling ourselves to acknowledge a few key truths. Number one, I am not in control. Number two, I need help. And number three, I cannot do this alone. Ego deflation isn't about self-loathing or humiliation. It's about gaining perspective and recognizing that our way of doing things, our ego's way, hasn't worked. This process is transformative because it makes space for something bigger than ourselves. Whether it's a higher power, a sense of community, or a willingness to learn from others. But how do we begin to deflate the ego? It starts with honesty. In recovery programs like the 12 steps, this honesty is built into the process. Admitting we are powerless, taking a moral inventory, and making amends. Another powerful tool is vulnerability. Sharing your story, your struggles, and your fears with others creates connections and reminds us that we're not alone. Vulnerability takes courage, but it's the antidote to the ego's isolation. And then there's humility. Not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. It's understanding that you're not the center of the universe. And that's a good thing. Humility lets us accept help, guidance, and love from those around us. Now, I want to be clear. The ego deflation doesn't mean erasing yourself. It's not about losing your confidence or your identity. Instead, it's about finding your balance. The goal is to quiet the destructive voice in your head, which is the ego. So you can listen to your intuition, you can listen to others, and you can listen to the wisdom of recovery. Hey guys, if this episode resonated with you, please subscribe and share and send these videos to somebody that you think that really needs it. And I want you to remind yourself that you are stronger than your struggles and you are worthy of healing. Thank you. My name is Mario, and welcome to Comfort Anonymous.